Once again, welcome to the session on digital marketing for career and business growth. My name is Yash Kumar and I'm head of marketing at Digital Vidya. Before getting started with the session, I would like to get you familiar like who this session is for. If you are a student, you could be from commerce background, you could be from mathematics background, you could be from any background, and you're looking to build your career or future in digital marketing. So surely this session will be helpful to you. If you're a working professional looking to upskill yourself or looking to switch your career completely and looking for digital marketing as a skill, so surely I will cover up a lot of concepts that will be related to how a working professional can switch his career towards social media. If you're an entrepreneur or a business person looking to start some online business, so surely again this will be helpful to you. So I'd like to get you share with like the journey of how it started and when it started. So this is a picture of October 2000, which is almost 18 years back from now. And this is a picture of our co-founder, Pradeep and Kapil, when they started their first company, first venture, which was an IT product into an education domain. When they started promoting their product, like 18 years down the line, they started with all traditional media like cold calling, uh, outbound, like shooting up outbound mails, then distributing leaflets, even visiting hundreds IT training centers, and they were not even able to sell or promote even a single license of the product they were trying to promote. While trying so hard and so tough offline, they just discovered that the product they were trying to sell, they got a sale of a same product, and that was even at a 5 times higher price what they were trying to sell offline. And that was through SEO or search engine optimization, which is an integral part of digital marketing. Since then, there was no look back. That venture turned into $500,000 company and has been still one of the leaders into its domain. Further going ahead, started in 2009. So 2009 was the evolution of Digital Vidya. From 2009 to 2013, we were doing a lot of corporate trainings, one-day workshops, a lot of small training and small workshops on social media and digital media. In November 13, we partnered with VSkills, and in association with VSkills, we launched our flagship program. That's called CDMM, Certified Digital Marketing Master Program. In October 14, we completed our first 200 enrollments into our CDMM program, and in November 14, we partnered with Google. So there are a lot of people, a lot of companies who use the logo of Google Partners and Google Premium Partners. But when you spend certain budgets on tools like Google AdWords, when you resell certain products of Google like Google G Suite, and when you promote certain products of Google, there are multiple partnership opportunities that's been available with the Google. So with us, like it was an exclusive partnership under which 15 of our program leaders used to lead different digital marketing session for the same Google partners and Google Premium partners this year to year over the internet. In May 17, we partnered with Facebook. In association with Facebook, we launched a course that's called Facebook Marketing Master Course, which is now part of our CDM program. And on completion of same, we do get a certificate by Facebook. In September 17, we partnered with LinkedIn and launched a program on Content Marketing Master Course. And similarly, in November 18, which is few months back, we completed our 9th anniversary. So this is a cake we cut our last anniversary. And we have completed 31,000 plus trainings. This is not just in India, this is 55 countries around the globe, and we do believe sky's the limit for us. Coming down to today's session agenda, so as we have already, so Sanjeev, are you facing any problem with audio? I'm not sure. For others, in terms of audio, is it fine to you? It's working fine. Can you guys just confirm me once? So I hope for everybody audio is working fine. You could just revert me in the questions panel that yes, it's working fine, yes or no. Okay, cool. So I hope it's working fine for everybody. Yep, Aman, yes. Mitesh, yes. Shailesh, I'm not sure if you're only facing the audio connectivity problem. So even I'm turning my cam off so that it saves your bandwidth. Abhilash, yes. Okay, cool guys. So coming down to today's session agenda, so we have already started the introduction. Now I would like everybody of you to introduce yourself, and we'll do this using a quick short poll. Please help us understand your objective. whether you are an entrepreneur, whether you are a sales and marketing professional, whether you are a digital marketer, whether you're a student, or belongs to some other category. So by the time you're filling up this poll, let me get you familiar like how this session will go around. So this session will be there by till 4:30 or 4:15 to 4:30. So make sure you're choosing a quiet place and you're here by the end of the session. Next is as there's a lot of content that need to be covered up, so I will move in a little faster, but I will make sure that I answer all your questions and all your doubts you have into the active Q&A that we'll be having at the end of the session. In case you have any doubts, any questions, any confusions in between, you could just directly go ahead and shoot those questions in the questions panel. And I may not be able to answer all your doubts and questions in between the session, but surely I will cover up most of them in between, or the left ones in the Q&A that we'll be having at the end. So hurry up guys, let's do this quickly. Cool. So closing the poll. So we have almost 22% of the people are entrepreneurs, 31% are sales and marketing professional, 8% are digital marketer, 22% are student, and 19% belongs to some other category. So we have mixed ratio of different people, and maximum are sales and marketing professional and entrepreneurs and student too. So that will make the session much exciting. After introduction, I will move ahead to orientation to digital marketing. I will speak about different digital marketing concepts like SEO, SEM, social, and other concepts. Then we'll go ahead and talk about some real life case studies on digital media. We'll do 2 live exercises, one on Facebook AdWords and other on Google Analytics. Then we'll move on to career opportunities in digital marketing. What are the job and career options available? And then we'll go ahead and do our flagship program, that's CGMM. Then I have a special surprise for you, and then we'll go to active Q&A. So let's learn about the key digital marketing channels, and let's jump into the world of digital marketing. For first 2 channels I would like to speak about is SEO, search engine optimization, and SEM, search engine marketing. So SEO and SEM both are the part of search marketing. In a simple word. So let me switch to a desktop mode for a better understanding. Whenever you go to any of the search engines, so it could be like Google, Yahoo, Bing, or any of the search engines. So let's say I went to Google and search for certain terms. So I've been looking for, let's say, iPhone X, or you could, I'm searching for web hosting. So you will notice that you see different results on a search engine. Some of the results which are being shown at the top, some like Google Maps, some are like generic ones, some are highlighted ones, some are below. So the concept of marketing inside search engines or getting your listing inside search engine is what we call search marketing. Under which says there is 2 categorization. One is SEM or search engine marketing, another is SEO, search engine optimization. So the results which are being shown at the top, like this ones, you will notice that the top, bottom, and even the results sometimes, most of the times, are being shown on the right side too. It's not showing up in my screen too. So the top right and the bottom results are the part of SEM or search engine marketing. In other words, this results are also the paid results, or I should say sponsored results, which is also called PPC or pay per click advertisement. The concept behind PPC or pay per click advertisement is you are being only charged when some visitor sees your ads and clicks on it. So until and unless some user doesn't click on your advertisement, you won't be charged single penny for it. That's why it's also called PPC or pay per click advertisement. So top results like this, even though you will notice that there's a small ad has been mentioned up here. So these are the sponsored results or paid results, which are top and bottom, whereas the results which have been shown at the center are the organic results. So when I say about organic results, these are the results where you don't need to pay anybody. It's all organic. It's all like you need to work on your content, you need to work on building a domain authority, you need to build on building backlinks, you need to do SEO or organic optimization to get this ranking. So that's why it's also called SEO or search engine optimization. Shama, you're also facing the audio problem? I'm not sure, Shama, why you're facing the problem, because for others it's working fine. Just hold a moment, let me. I hope now you're able to hear, Shama. It's working fine for you and for others too. Cool. So as I shared with you, the concept of SEM is the sponsored or paid. SEO is organic. So anybody, if you have any questions or doubts related to SEO and SEM, go ahead and shoot into the questions panel. So anybody, if you have doubts, questions related to SEO and SEM, Amar, you had a question? Yes, go ahead and ask. So, Hasneen, what practical predict will be doing? Hasneen, running ads for any website and getting an organic ranking or working on SEO for any website is both all practicals. Kindly, Amar had a question. Kindly again tell the definition of SEO. Amar, SEO or search engine optimization is the process of ranking websites, ranking businesses organically into the search engine. There's no money, there's no paid channel, there's no budget involved in it. What we need to achieve is organic ranking. Kunjan, how to appear in the results in first search page. So Kunjan, that's what we, if you wish to showcase or bring your website in first page or get with by paying money, that you could attain by SEM or with paid marketing. And if you wish to do it organically, then you need to work on SEO. It's live project, Hasni. It's not dummy projects. There's no dummy assets. So others, can you go ahead and share your questions and doubts, whatever the questions you have. So we have Matthew, Mickey, Neha, anybody if you have Parth, anybody if you have any questions, any doubts, guys, be a little interactive, feel free to ask anything you've stuck. Organic means someone where you don't spend money, it's all without spending any budgets. That's why we call it organic. 。  . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . . . . 。 . . . . 。 . . 。 . . 。 . . 。 . . . 。 . . 。 。 。 . . . 。 . . 。 。 . . 。 . 。 . . . 。 . 。 . So anybody with any further questions on SEO and SEM? Anybody have any confusions? How does it work? How much does it charge? It could be any question guys you have. Go ahead and feel free to ask. Rajesh, if we have a website operating in different countries, how to get the SEO done to ensure featuring top? So Rajesh, there is a concept of geo-targeting or geotagging. So you could specifically define that, let's say this particular page of a website or this particular section of a website or is belonging to, let's say you want to rank it for India, and certain section you want to rank it for US, certain for UK. So you could geotag your pages, geotag your folders, geotag your website sections, and accordingly they will rank into the different search engines. Mitesh, how much time does it take to create a domain authority? So Mitesh, generally there are certain factors, certain parameters. Sometimes it could take some days, sometimes some months, sometimes some years. So domain authority depends upon how high quality backlinks you have, how many high quality or bigger websites have been referring to your website. So it all depends on what kind of backlink efforts you've been putting up, what kind of response you've been getting up. Rajesh, what is geotagging? Rajesh, geotagging is the concept where you could define inside Search Console that let's say you had a website in which you create a folder like abc.com/in/in, and you could specify that /in folder is specifically for India. So whatever the content, whatever the SEO will be doing, that will be ranking on India. Let's say you create another folder /UK and specify it for UK. So all whatever things will be doing up, that will be ranking into UK. Hasneen, yes, we'll be moving ahead. Don't worry about same. We'll be doing some practicals going ahead. So how SEO work? As I shared with you, SEO, guys, SEO consists of two things. One is the on page, second is the off page. When I talk about on page optimizations are like optimizing a page for loading, optimizing a page for certain keywords, certain content, certain terms. Off page is all about building backlinks, people who have been referring to your store. So there's a lot of concept of on page and off page in SEO, which both works together. Vijay, how do we get the correct keyword in SEO? So Vijay, there are multiple keyword research tools. Like there's a tool called Google Keyword Planner. Then there are a lot of different tools that's been available, like SEMrush, Ahrefs. So those tools are being used for keyword research or working on a research for, I should say, finding out right keyword for your business. Abhishek, do we need our own website or a page for digital marketing? For sure you need, Abhishek. You can't do on someone else's website or page. You need to have at least a page or a website to work on. Ruby, how we decide the bidding amount for a particular keyword? So Ruby, it's the bidding amounts are being different for each keyword. When you put up your keyword in Google AdWords, let's say you start with a default bid of 20 rupees, 25 rupees, then you could see like what's the position of the ad you've been getting. So is your ad showing on the first position, second position, 10th position, second page? So on which position your ad is being shown, accordingly you could set up your adjust your bid prices to get it on the top. Aman, so between SEO, SEM and PPC, do all companies use all three while putting uh, one or other, or what factors? So SEO, SEM, PPC, it's not three different concepts, it's two concepts, SEO and SEM. PPC is part of SEM basically. So SEO and SEM has been almost used by every company. Depends on like if you have budgets, if you need quicker result, SEO is SEM for it. If you don't want quicker results, if you could wait for certain years, months, have patience, SEO is the best thing to go for. Rajesh, how important is to have web domain of that country? Is it recommendable go for country specific? You could go for country specific domain, Rajesh, that doesn't affect anything. But yes, but if you build up if you go for a subdirectory model where you have different subfolders for each country, that works better, because in that case your main domain authority is being passed on to different folders that you have for different countries. Yes, Hasneen, Ahref and SEMrush both are being part of the course. Our tools for keyword research are like Google Keyword Planner. That's a free and easy to access tool. Akash, is there any coding involved in SEO so that websites are displayed on the top? Akash, there is small on-page optimization or HTML optimization. It's not I can't say it's coding. It's all like deciding what keyword to be put up where to put up meta tags and all those things. Those are very basic HTML tags that's need to be done. Mithej, what are pillar pages in SEO? Pillar pages are the main pages of a website where you rank up or where you put up your main focus, and then other pages are being linked to that pillar page. So cool, guys. Anybody with any further questions or doubts on SEO and SEM? So I hope I'm covering up almost every question. Rajesh, please cover geotagging. Rajesh, what you could do is, let's say you have a domain that's abc.com. You could go ahead and create multiple folders, abc.com/UK, abc.com/in, abc.com/ let's say NZ, and you could specify that n/NZ folder belongs to New Zealand, /in folder belongs to India, /UK belongs to UK in Search Console. And those particular folders will be ranking inside the country which you have been targeting. So cool, guys, going ahead. We're done with SEO and SEM. The next exciting channel is social. So a lot of us use social channels like Facebook, Insta, G+, Pinterest, and a lot of different social media channels on a daily basis. When we start using same social media channels for marketing as objective, that's what we call social media marketing. In other words, it's also, you could say, like promoting inside social media channels like, you could say, Facebook and Insta are one of the major channels where almost all the promotions and things are being done. So we're going to go ahead and do an exercise that's on Facebook advertisement. One of the best thing inside Facebook is you could target people by different interests and behavior. So you could target people by entertainment, family and relation, fitness, food and drinks, hobbies. You could even target people by different mobile devices, people who have been traveling very frequently. So the exercise is we're going to find out the number of men who are about 25 years and are active users of Facebook. So here's a short order for everybody. That's bit.ly/dv-fpa. So Hasnain, if you have any generic question about job or all those things, we will cover up into the Q&A, Hasnain, because I don't want to go off topic right now for anybody, because it will be something like if I started discussing any other topics, that will be not relevant to others. So we'll cover up all those generic or common questions in the Q&A that we'll be having at the end. So everybody just follow the short URL, which is bit.ly/dv-fpa. By the way, people on the mobile devices, guys, it won't work for you. So you could just save this URL and give it a try later. So once you reach up to this particular interface, which is Facebook Ad Manager interface, click on Traffic as an objective, scroll down and click on Continue. Kunal, surely I will cover up your client questions, don't worry. So once you reach up to this particular section, which is further scroll down, change the location. So instead of India, I'm going to target people who are based out of Delhi. So put up your location, and I want to target people who are above 25 and select men. So Delhi, age about 25, and gender is men. There's almost 8.3 million people. So there are 8.3 million people who are based out of Delhi, have their gender as men, and are being active users of Facebook. So everybody just go ahead. The first thing when you're doing up any promotion, and this is the interface, this is the Facebook Ad Manager interface which is being used by every digital marketer. So every Facebook and Insta ad you see anywhere, it's built up from the same interface which you're seeing here. So guys, I'm going to give you 30 seconds for it. So just give it a try. The URL is bit.ly/tv-fba. bit.ly/tv-fba. Anybody who is facing any trouble, let me know. We're going to do it this quickly. So what you need to do is you need to specify your city, the gender or the age you've been targeting up, and what's the potential lead that's been coming up. So just reply me done once you are done for your city. No, Vijay, it's not going to charge you anything for creating campaigns on Facebook. Once you run your ads or once you start running your ads, you need to set up your billing. Then only it will be charged to you. Otherwise, on general, it doesn't charge us to you. So let's do this quickly, guys. This question by Aman, what's the optimum way to decide the budget for this? Do companies start with the budget for FB ads and then work from there, or is it a way around? Aman, that depends on like what your objective is. So let's say if your objective is, uh, let's say your objective is, let's say to get 100 leads out of Facebook, and you just figure out that when you started your campaign, the cost per lead, the CPL that you've been getting up is something around 50 rupees. So accordingly, you would push up your budgets. Let's say if you need 100 leads, you need to spend 5,000 bucks. If you need 1,000 leads, the number of leads you need Accordingly, you could define your budgets. Same could be in the case of branding. Let's say you're getting a like or you're getting an engagement for a certain post or certain section at this price. If you wish to increase that engagement, so whatever the cost you've been getting up for that particular engagement, accordingly you need to plan your budgets where you can decide like how much should I be spending on it and all those things accordingly. Mitesh, what should be the audience for investment related ad? Mitesh, it could be any different audience, so you need to specify which industry it is and all those things. What is CBO, Mitesh? CBO is campaign level budget optimization. Campaign budget optimization, where you set up, let's say you're going to spend up $1,000 for a campaign. So that will divide into multiple ad sets and spread your budget. Amar, what's the different creative ad set and create multiple ad sets? Generally, as a marketer, you do create multiple ad sets. So you could identify the performance, let's say which ad set is working, how, what kind of performance you're being driving or delivering from which particular ad set. Kunal, what's the meaning of expand interest? Kunal, let's say you've been targeting people who are interested in food and nightlife. So when you expand your interest, it will also search for people who are interested in Zomato, Swiggy, Food Panda, food ordering, or could be anything else. So Facebook expands your interest accordingly. Additionally, you can't avoid those fake profiles as such, but you're not going to get any engagements out of those profiles. You don't need to worry as such about it. Rajesh, as I shared with you, the bidding budgets you can't decide. Everything depends on what kind of ROIs you have been getting up. So the cost of conversion you have been getting up. Accordingly, you could do. Vijay, can I target a group of community in Facebook? Vijay, you can't target by group, you could target by different interests. Hasnain, can we link Facebook Ad Manager with email so that can we send email for remarketing? No, Hasnain, you can't link it directly, but there are some third-party tools like Zapier and other that gives you the option of linking with linking tools cross channel. So let's say as and when someone fills up your form, you could shoot them email using that. Akshat, what are the different bidding strategies used in Facebook ads? Uh, there are different kind of ads, Akshat. So it's not specific bidding strategy. Like you could run traffic, conversion, engagement, app install, lead gen. So according to the kind of ad, kind of objective you have, it's going to change. Rajesh, what if budget set not unlisted completely? Didn't get a question, Rajesh. Kunal, can we target that audience who engage with our ads? Why not? You could do it. Anish, is debit card allowed for? Yes, Anish, it's allowed. Chin, would it be more effective if we use audience insight to target the interest? Yes, Chin. Audience insight is pretty, I should say, pretty amazing in terms of building very relevant or very narrowed down audience. So especially the estimates are a major deciding factor, but estimates aren't guarantees. So are there any estimates accurate enough for us to take our decision of them? Aman, when you say about digital marketing, everything is hit and try. You can't say no one can guarantee you that run your ad on this audience at this budget and this thing, and you'll be getting this conversion. Everything is hit and try. You need to hit and you need to try as much as possible. You need to try things and see whether it's working, what's not working for you. Mitesh, when you're looking to scale your campaigns, you could go ahead and duplicate. Yes, an audience insight tool. So cool, everybody. Anybody have any first? So oops, like we got distracted into the between. So as shared, we have went to the traffic. We have put up our interest as Delhi, location as Delhi. Age is this. Let me put up this all. Further, you could go ahead and use the detailed targeting section to narrow down your audience. So I could narrow down my audience according to the product or domain you've been selling up. So let's say I want to sell products like 3D printers. I want to show my ad to the people who are interested on niche like 3D printer. So just go ahead and into this and put up 3D printing. Click on suggestion, you will get the relevant domains like modeling, product designing, industrial design, animation 3D, visual effect, motion graphic, and you got all different niche similar to same. And you will notice the audience size have been even changed. That's almost less than a fewer audience because 3D printing is not that big a niche. So the concept is you could narrow down your audience or you could like minimize your audience by you should say by putting up further filters in terms of interest and putting targeting people according to different interests. So Kunal, can we retarget that audience who is engaged with our ads? Kunal, you need to set up a Facebook pixel. Once you set up a Facebook pixel and run ads with pixel, surely you could be done. Chin, what's your question? I didn't get a question, Chin. I've already answered, Chin, that if you use audience insight tool for running ads, for building up audience, surely that's going to be very much relevant or very higher relevant as compared to the normal audience manager, because audience insight gives you a lot of data, or with that data, by using that data, you could make up certain decisions, and that will help you to make up a data-driven decisions altogether. So cool, guys. Anybody with any further questions on Facebook ads, or shall we move ahead? Cool. Going ahead. The next exciting channel is email. A lot of people say that email marketing doesn't work, it's dead. We get thousands of spam emails on a daily basis. Nothing works. But trust me, email marketing is one of the channels which still drives best ROIs and best conversions even today. And email marketing is not just limited to having a bulk database and shooting up certain mailers on them. It's all about creating a funnel, creating a user journey, creating a concept, building a complete journey of email where you target certain people and where you optimize certain things, do marketing according to certain user behaviors. So you have the option. Let's say I have 100 users I have certain users into my portal. You need to customize and personalize those emails to achieve certain goals. It could be like people who wish to buy a product, have not bought it, have visited your website, people who have done certain things. So Mitesh, email marketing versus messenger bot, both have its own important Mitesh. So both have a different concept of working. For sure, messenger bot is something new, is being very widely used. People have started using it, but email is one of the still channel that still drives great ROI. So if I talk about email marketing, email marketing is a complete ocean. The journey starts from capturing right database. Once you have database, what kind of mailer, what kind of content you're going to shoot up to certain database. After that, further tracking, like how many of your emails are receiving to inbox versus spam box or junk box. Going ahead and further tracking, like what's the delivery percentage you've been getting up, how many people have been actually clicking into your emails and taking up certain actions. Let's say how many people are actually buying a product, how many people are actually filling up a form, or how many people are actually responding email. So email is a marketing is a section that we do get most positive feedback on it, and that's why we do spend 3+ weeks just on email marketing as a module, and students find it one of the most interesting channel. The next channel is inbound. When I say about inbound, according to Wikipedia, inbound marketing refers to so Kunal, how to do bulk marketing? That's part of a course we do teach you. Akshat, what are different tools used in email marketing? Will Mr. Vidya train the associates on any of the tools? Yes, Akshat, there will be a lot of tools that's been covered up. So I do use tools like personally like Active Campaign. If you're just getting started, MailChimp is one of the tools to get started. There are different tools that you could use for different objectives. So according to Wikipedia, inbound marketing refers to marketing activities that brings visitors in rather than marketers having to go out and get prospects' attention. So the journey of inbound marketing starts from stranger, you're being attracted by blog, keywords, and social media. Then you become a visitor. Once you make a user a visitor, then you fill up a form, get a form filled out, and you convert those visitors to lead. After that, there is email signals and workflows, and you look to turn out users to customers. And then there's events, social inbox, smart content, and we turn down the same users to promoters or influencers. So this is the overall journey of inbound marketing, if I say. And the best thing is like inbound is all about combination of multiple marketing channels, which clubs together and works together to drive your final goal or to drive your final sale. That's the best thing about inbound marketing. So going into the another channel, which is web analytics. So one of the best thing in digital is you have the option, you have the power to track everything, whatever you've been doing now. So let's say you run social campaigns, you run email campaigns, whatever you've been doing up, you have the opportunity to track it. And that's possible with a very powerful tool, which is web analytics tools. And Google Analytics is one of the free tools that's been very widely used. So Mitesh, like how to make sure that email is not going to spam folder. Mitesh, there are multiple parameters to it. Like you need to check whether you have a DK, whether you have a domain proper setup. There are a lot of settings like DKIM setups, server setups, and a lot of further settings on server level, so that it makes sure that email doesn't go into spam. Further going ahead, you need to make sure what kind of content you have. It doesn't have certain promotional, because for every mail uh, receiver, let's say Gmail have a different parameters, Yahoo have a different parameters, Hotmail have a different parameters of marking mails to spam versus going to normal inbox. I was saying for email, are we allowed to do bulk marketing as there is no new law of called GDPR? I was saying if you have a data and those data is being you have an opt-in form, and those users have filled up those data with the help of opt-in form, so surely you could shoot them email. But if you have data that you have not asked those people to fill those out, but it doesn't have an opt-in form on, then you can't shoot a bulk email to those users. So coming down to web analytics, just follow the short URL, which is bit.ly/tv-ama. Further scroll down and you will see a section that's called access the demo account. Just click on access the demo account button. Once you go in access the click on access demo account button, you'll be redirected to the page which looks like something like this. So this is data. So by default, this belongs to Google Merchandise Store, which provides you the open data to explore and play around. So you'll notice when you go to the real time and click on overview, you will notice data like what is the number of users working right now online right away. different page views per second, top active users, top locations people have been browsing up, and when you go to home, you could track down things like total users, revenue, conversion rate, session, and all those things. So there's a huge data that you could track inside the analytics, and this helps you to make your business decisions, or this helps you to decide what to go for, what not to go for, which channel is working for you, which is not working for you. All this you could decide with the help of analytics data that you have here. I'm sharing you the URL, sure, Amar with everybody. It's bit.ly/tv-ana. Mitesh, what is cookies? Cookies are the concept where it stores users' data or user who have visited your website, and it stores their data into browser cookies. So if the user logs in next time or come back to your website, so let's say if you log into a certain website, so they save your cookies. Next time you visit that website, you don't need to log in again. According to your cookies, it stores that you are a certain user and it shows your logged in page. So cool, guys. You could give it a hit later, guys, or I'll give you 10, 15, 20 seconds for it. So go ahead and just save this URL, which is bit.ly/tv-ana. Going with some real life examples, I would like to talk about the concept of retargeting or remarketing. So my hometown has been Raipur, and I've been very frequently traveling from New Delhi to Raipur. So last time I was booking up a flight. GoIBB was a website which was offering me the best fare or cheapest fare. So I just added the flight to the cart and was about to make checkout, and I just discovered that they added some 500 bucks additional in the name of convenience fee, which made my ticket a little expensive, and I just left the cart then and there. After that, I started browsing different travel comparisons websites like Trivago, TripAdvisor, Skyscanner, and different websites, and I just saw this particular ad by GoIBB, which says New Delhi to Raipur and rupees 700 off on the return domestic flight, use code this, and even this on Facebook too. So with the help of retargeting or remarketing, you could use it very wisely. So this concept is called dynamic retargeting or dynamic remarketing ads. With the help of retargeting or remarketing, you could bring back your users, your visitors who have visited your website, have taken up certain action, but have not fulfilled overall objective. So you could achieve huge level of different level of, I should say, retargeting, and you could kind of like achieve whatever possible. So you could show certain ads to those particular user, and whatever you wish to do, it works amazingly. So you must be experiencing when you go to Amazon, Flipkart, any other website, you browse up one or two products, and after that, they started shooting up the same kind of product wherever you've been browsing on. So whether you go to Facebook or you go to anywhere else, you will start seeing same kind of products. So that's not the power. That's why what even powered by retargeting or remarketing as a whole. So going into the career opportunities, if I talk about the career opportunities, there are top 3 options that's been available. First is the agency, second is the brand, and third is the tool providers. So agencies are the digital marketing agencies which work into digital marketing agencies who have certain clients from different domains. So it could be like, as an agency, I could have one client from hospitality, one client from education, one client from different domain, and you gotta explore, or you're gonna learn with different work on different clients, different industries, different domains. Then there are individual tool providers. If I talk about tool providers are the companies, or I should say tools. So like Facebook, Google, LinkedIn, Adobe, all these are the tool providers. So all these are the tool providers, the companies who do hire digital marketers. So if I talk about the salaries, if you start at executive level with 0 to 1 years of experience, that range is between 1.5 to 4. Once you became a specialist with 1 to 3 years of experience, that range is between 2 to 6. Once you became a team lead with 2 to 4 years of experience, that range is between 3 to 7. Once you became strategist or analyst with 3 to 5 years of experience, that range is between 4 to 10. Once you became digital marketing head with 5 to 10 years of experience, that range is between 10 to 30. So this is the overall distribution of salaries with different experiences accordingly. And it's not limited with anything. With digital marketing, everything depends on how much hands-on you have, how much skills you have, and you could scale it to next level anytime. Going ahead, I will move down to a flagship program that's called CDMM. So I will take you 5 minutes. We have our upcoming batches, which is on Saturday, April 27, Sunday, April 28, Tuesday and Thursday, April 30. The time of the batch is 10 to 1:30 p.m. IST, and Tuesday and Thursday is 8 to 9:30 p.m. IST. Duration of the course is 6 months, but if you should do it in fast track mode, you could even cover it up within 3 months too. If we talk about the core curriculum, so we have 240 plus hours of learning, which includes core 6 module, SEO 4 weeks, SEM 5 weeks, social media marketing 5 weeks, inbound marketing 4 weeks, email marketing 3 weeks, web analytics 5 weeks. Then there's specialization module like Facebook marketing, content marketing, affiliate marketing, freelancing, and much more. Apart from this, you do get exclusive access to experts plugin. And then we have very few limited seats left, just 4 for April 27, 7 for 28, and 9 for 23. If we talk about the course fees, if you go and do all this module individually, that would cost you something around 1 lakh. But as we're doing all this module club together, the fees will be 6,502. And even the fees have been reduced to 58,882. And you do get a special privilege that is 72,000 plus worth of digital marketing tools, $1,000 worth of digital marketing tools that you get free access to. If I talk about our alumni, we have Kanchan, Arun, and Raj, who's been doing very well in UAE. Shiva plays at VLTC 7 lakh plus package. People like UP Star Media, Direct from Microsoft, who have been part of our program. Celebrities like RJ Simran. Entrepreneur team like TravelTriangle.com, who have learned from us and have implemented digital marketing into their business and has been doing, have raised almost $10 million. Individual freelancer like DP Vishwakarma, who have learned from us, has been working as an individual freelancer, and he's been able to make around 1.5 to 2 lakh rupees per month just as a freelancing. Student like Charvi plays at Trail India, and Manoj plays at CAT. If we talk about the participants who have been learning from us, are working with the companies like Google, Digital Vidya, we do have our alumni, LinkedIn, Sony, Just Dial, Yahoo, TCS, Accenture, Ogilvy, and the list will continues. If you talk about the certification, you do get a module completion certificate after each module. Then there's a course completion certificate, another certificate by vSkills, another by Facebook, and another by LinkedIn. Then there are certification, global certification, which we do help you, 12 plus global certification, which is of inbound, Google AdWords, and Google Analytics. I have a special poll for every of you where I would like to participate, and I would like everybody of you to share your feedback. Which of the following CDMM batch would you be interested? And by the time, let me just check out some common question. Hasnain, as a part of course, how will this course help me to build up an email list? So Hasnain, email marketing is a part of a course which you could see, like as I mentioned with you. So we'll teach you what are the different concepts of building email list and how you could build that up. Kunal, but after 10 years, AI is covered this industry. No, Kunal, it's not something like after 10 years, AI will take over digital marketing. Digital marketing is not about automation. It's not just about kind of like AI. There are a lot of things that branding, campaigning, a lot of different things that's been a part of digital. So it's not something AI will replace whole digital marketing with anything like such. Yes, Sumit, there are options available. You don't have to worry about same. So let's close this. Let's do this poll quickly, guys. By the way, in case you have any common questions, you could, Kunal, just go ahead and shoot your questions, Kunal, no problem. So Hasnain, when you talk about SEO live project, when you talk about live project, our course is designed in a way, in, in the first module, which is getting started, you have been taught to build up your blog or build up a website. Then further going ahead on the same website or a blog, you go ahead and work on SEO, you set up and run campaigns on same website or same blog. So you run email marketing on same blog. So it's kind of like you could, if you already had a website or blog, that's cool. Otherwise, while doing the course, we'll build up once for you. And on that, you'll be doing all the practical things or hands-on things. There's nothing as such I could show you on the screen or snap. Kunal, how to get data from retargeting like I use custom audience or bulk email marketing? How do I could So with retargeting, like the best thing is like you could build up once you have set up with Google Pixel and Google Analytics Code, you could create a custom audience on Google as well as on Facebook. And accordingly, you could run lead gen ads to targeting to those audience, or you could run direct traffic conversion ads, or any kind of different kind of ads you could run up and give it a try. Hussein, you could go for it, no problem. So others, go ahead and share your feedback. Hasnain, I think you have a lot of questions. So most probably for certain kind of questions, there will be course coordinator who must be in touch with you. He could help you with all those like what's the course duration for certain module and all those things. So most probably he could help you with all those certain questions. Akshat, what about the placement? So Akshat, we do have a dedicated placement support or placement team. So once you're done with your profile or once you complete your course, we help you to build up your profile. Once your profile is being built up properly and it's been done, so then the next process is like we have certain companies, so we get a lot of inbound leads for people who are looking to hire digital marketers. Then we do help you to prepare your profile and get your interview schedule. After that, like whatever the things are being needed for interview, we help you with that. And even further, like we help you with getting placed. So we had a dedicated placement support team, placement assistant team that will help you to getting you placed or getting you with placement after the course. Mitesh, what are some of the tools? Mitesh, there are multiple tools. There are tools for keyword research, like we'll get access to SEM Rush. There are tools for landing page builders. There are tools for, I should say, push notifications, hosting by AWS, and a lot of such tools that's been available. Kunal, I will cover up your questions in the Q&A. We'll go ahead. Hasnain, we don't provide placement for international students in terms of placement. Like we could help you with assistance, but generally we don't. Like it would be like you need to figure out the companies who have been hiring up. Neha, is it okay to go directly for social media marketing course, or do we need any prior basic of digital marketing? Neha, my suggestion to you is rather than going for one specific module, if you go for CDMM, the learning will be totally different because they are almost every module is being interconnected to everything. So when you see the future, let's say social is being connected to, uh, let's say content marketing. So content marketing and social marketing works together very well. SEO and SEM works together very well. So like that, it's all interconnected. So it's best if you have overall knowledge. So the complete knowledge of digital media is something you won't get stuck anywhere into the career. Sumit, Sumit, in terms of web development, we teach you to set up a blog or website on WordPress. That's been part of the course. So Mickey, we do have a Adobe Analytics. We have a specialization module. That's a part of a self-placed module on Adobe Analytics. So we do have covered up into the course. Hasnain, SEM Rush is being covered up into the SEO course. That's a part of keyword research. No, Akshat, we don't offer training or adopt campaign. Those completely different concepts. To have adopt campaign, you need to have a certain spend that is almost 1.8 or 2 CR, 2 plus CR annually on Google AdWord itself. So below that, you can't even get access to Adobe X. Yes, Kunal, why not? You are eligible for it. Cool, guys. Closing the poll. Going ahead with surprise, we have a course that's mobile application marketing. This is worth of 14,042. And if you go and register for a CDM batch today, by 7 p.m. IST, you'll be getting a full, or by paying full fees, you'll be getting mobile application marketing course worth of 14,042, free of cost. Another thing is like we do have a tie-up with companies like Zest Money, which offers you interest-free EMI on your debit card. So you don't need a credit card to get pay installments or pay EMIs. Even with your debit card, you could go for Zest Money and grab the course on interest-free EMIs. Going ahead to active Q&A. So everybody, go ahead and shoot up your questions. Amar, it could be multiple steps. Hasnain, I'm not sure which batch you've been passed out. Like, have you already done the course or you're looking to do the course? So I'm not pretty sure about same. So most probably, like after the session, if you could have a discussion, that would be great. Mitesh, this course is gonna be live instructor-led online course. So guys, one of the concept is like in this particular session, like this session has been happened, it's a little pretty faster as there's a lot of questions, a lot of people. But when you go to general specific module specific session, those are going to be very, I should say, smoother and slower. For every task, every activity that you're going to do, you're going to get more than enough time to do those things and practice those things. Then there are tasks, assignments, and other things which you could do post sale. So Mickey, it's all you will be getting access to a LMS or learning management system. There will be all study material like guides, ebooks, recorded lessons, and all different content that's been there. One of the best thing is, guys, you'll be even receiving lifetime access to LMS. So no matter whenever you are, it's been few months, few years, or few days, whenever you're looking to like reskill yourself, you have access to a LMS. You're just one login away to access complete course or access complete content. So going ahead, guys, I'll be keeping up this course deck open, so you could go ahead and shoot all your questions or doubts you have. So all the questions and doubts you have related to digital marketing, related to course, related to anything, go ahead and feel free to shoot those questions, guys. I'll be very happy to help you with all such questions and queries. So anybody with any further question? Mate, no, we don't have any offline courses. It's all instructed in live online courses. So anybody, any further question, any doubts, guys, go ahead and shoot. Is there messenger marketing? Yes, Rahul, it's kind of like part of social marketing. Mickey, programmatic is not part of this particular course. Programmatic is pretty advanced concept. There are not a lot of people who do teach that. We do have a, I think so, we do have a certain content that's been part of programmatic. So that is something, even if we have, that will be self-placed or self-placed section which you could refer out. No, voice Alexa marketing is not part of this course, Rahul. Guys, the concept is when you know the basic concept like SEO, SEM, or digital marketing concepts, and the concept of any certain marketing, the base of those things are going to be same. So once you know the base, learning anything, let's say if you know how to use Google Analytics and other analytics tool very well, like let's say you want to get step into Adobe Analytics, it won't be very tough for you because the concept of analytics is going to be same. Only tool is going to be different, interface is going to be different, things names are going to be different, but the concept, the audience, the things, those are going to be same. So if you know the basics, you could go ahead and switch to any further advanced tools, advanced tactics. It's not a big deal. So anybody with any further question, guys? Any further doubts, any further questions, go ahead. Feel free to ask. So cool, guys. So I hope I answer all the questions and doubts. Anybody like Mickey, anyone else have any further questions? Go ahead. Guys, do share feedback about the session, like how did you find this session at bit.ly/tmo-fp. And Any further questions, go ahead and feel free to ask. No question, Miggy? Cool. Thank you. Even anybody of you have certain questions, you could write me over the email. That's yashyash@digitalvidya.com for any questions or doubts. Anyway, you need my personalized support or you need personalized guidance, anyway you got stuck up, you could write me over the email. I will try my best to support you and help you on same. So great guys, thank you for being part of such an exciting session. It was pretty amazing and pretty interesting today interacting with all of you. For anything else, you could reach me out. Even there will be course coordinators will be reaching to you, so you could get in touch with same too for any further questions or doubts. And thank you for being part of this session, so making it exciting. So signing off, guys, closing the session. I hope anybody's answer or question has been not left unanswered. So oops, Rahul, like there are people who like us would like to work on WordPress. There are people who make websites on C, Java. Is there any way? So Rahul, why not? Once you learn digital marketing, you could do SEO. You could run ads on keywords like WordPress development services, Java development services. You could work on SEO. You could participate on different Q&A platforms. You could try out different things for it. Hasnain, audio question. Okay, Hasnain, I'm unmuting you. You could go ahead and ask your question. 1 second. So, yes, Hasnain, you could go ahead and speak.
Okay, hi, yes, this is Hasnan. Actually, I'm already doing a digital marketing course from your company, and I think I spoke to you a couple of times through the WhatsApp, I believe. Okay, so my question is actually I wanted to specialize in one domain, which most likely would be SEO. So I was looking into your course content, and in your course content, I believe you're offering 14 weeks course. So I thought that that session is about that particular course. So I didn't know that it is about this digital marketing. So my question is that as when I was doing my course, the HRF and the SEMrush was not covered, which I raised it with the coordinator, and still it's not been covered. So can you just?
Sure, Hasnain. So I'm just reading you. So Hasnain, generally, I'm not pretty sure about same like why didn't you experience him because SEMrush. I'm pretty sure about SEMrush because every student who is doing SEO or who's doing module, he get access to SEMrush certain days. I think so. That's 15 days or 20-day trial account, and SEMrush is being taught in the course where we taught up like how to do keyword research and all those things. But still, that's not a problem. What I will do is I will just check like whoever was your course coordinator, and I will just tell the course coordinator to get in touch with you, and they will be surely helping you on same. Cool. So others like Mitesh, there are some Mitesh, we do have different sales offices, but generally we have kind of like majorly the courses are being delivered online. Okay, cool guys. So I hope all your doubts and questions are being cleared up. So thanks for being part of this exciting session. And signing off and closing the session, guys. Hoping to see a lot of people enrolling into the course ahead and looking to see you ahead. Great guys. Goodbye and signing off.